We all want to do whatever is possible to protect our loved ones. Their safety is always our top priority.
We know that African American women have the highest rate of infant mortality. So for example, here in the state of Ohio, for every 1,000 babies that are born, we are seeing now right at about 15 African American babies die, compared to about 5 white babies that die. And so we know that it's imperative that we get out and educate our community on ways you can reduce sudden, unexpected infant death, and really looking at safe sleep practices.
So as a part of the Child Fatality Review Board, we analyze risk factors that could have contributed to a child's death. More than 80% of sleep-related deaths that occurred in Cuyahoga County in the last 10 years had extra bedding, such as a pillow, blanket, or comforter noted. 2/3 of those had parental smoking, such as mom smoking while the baby was in the womb. Also, almost 2/3 of all babies that died in the last 10 years had some sort of surface sharing, such as the baby sleeping with another parent or a child.
The death of an infant child can be detrimental to both the mother and the father and their overall well-being. We had an example recently of a father who lost a child to an infant death and kind of never recovered. He lost his job as a result of going through some depression, then ended up getting lost even further by getting on drugs. And the family traced everything back to the time in which he lost his infant child. And this is just one example of how emotionally both parents are affected by the death of an infant. And a lot of times in today's environment, we think about the loss of the child from the emotional impact that it has on the mother, but it has just a significant impact on the father as well.
The importance of Daddy Boot Camp is it gives a guy the opportunity to see another gentleman that was just in his position take care of his child.
This last thing you want to do is especially exposed air, then there's a free-for-all. That's the one mistake I did the first time I was left alone.
It's a 3-hour workshop, so through that 3 hours, he's actually witnessing a man take care of his child. So it gives him that confidence to go home and do it when he's in that position. When it comes to safe sleep and what's been going on in our community and the stats, I'm hoping that these gentlemen are equipped with what they need to make sure that that environment is safe for them.
I took the class 6 months ago before my daughter was born, and I learned a lot. And coming back as a veteran dad, it really helps out to see other dads sit in situations where I was 6 months ago.
We learned a lot of different things about SIDS. We learned how to prevent those different situations from occurring.
I was familiar with safe sleeping, which is one of the, I think, the most important things to come out of the camp. And but I wasn't familiar with like some of the specifics. I thought that maybe some things might be all right, but now I know that they're not.
When I first was asked to come here, I really didn't want to come. I told my wife I fought it the whole time. And then that Saturday morning when I got here, I had so many questions my first day. And just I would tell them to get dads not to be afraid of it, just to take advantage of it.
Here are some best practices to follow to help prevent your baby from being one of the 20 babies who die every year from unsafe sleeping conditions. First, your baby should always be put to sleep alone and on their back in a crib, bassinet, or pack and play. Do not place your baby to sleep with pillows, blankets, stuffed animals, or bumper pads of any kind. Do not let your baby sleep in soft or puffy pillows. These can all lead to suffocation. Do not sleep with your baby. Your baby could become trapped underneath you or pressed against a blanket or pillow and suffocate. Make sure your baby is not overheated. Do not put extra pajamas or other clothes on a baby that would raise their temperature while sleeping. 2 out of 3 infants who have died in an unsafe sleep environment were exposed to tobacco. Smoking inside or near your baby increases their likelihood of a sleep-related death. If you need to smoke, go outside and change your clothing before holding your baby again. Cigarette smoke leaves tar and dangerous chemicals on your clothing. Support mom in breastfeeding. Breastfed babies wake up more often, and this helps prevent SIDS. By practicing these simple steps, the chances of your baby dying while sleeping drops dramatically. Keeping your baby safe is a father's most important job, but it takes a team effort. Make sure you and everyone else who helps care for your baby always follow these safe sleep rules without exception. If you would like more information on how you can get involved with Boot Camp for New Dads, please contact the Cuyahoga County Fatherhood Initiative at 216-348-3967. For more information on Safe Sleep, contact the Cuyahoga County Board of Health at 216-201-2000. Take steps to keep your baby safe today. We want everyone to celebrate their child's first birthday.